And I've got some shocking news for you. Bones aren't made of calcium. So the worst thing you can do for bones is take calcium supplements.
Did you know that your bones are constantly renewing themselves? And while Big Pharma often pushes costly medications for bone health, there are natural ways to keep your bones strong and resilient. In today's video, we're uncovering some powerful natural bone healing secrets shared by renowned naturopath Dr. Barbara O'Neill. These methods could help you maintain and even rebuild bone strength without relying on heavy pharmaceuticals.
Bones aren't made of calcium. Well, what are bones made of? They're made of 12 minerals and 64 trace.
Before we dive into Dr. O'Neill's recommendations, let's talk a bit about our bones. Many people think that once we reach a certain age, our bones just get weaker, and there's little we can do. But that's not true. Bones are constantly regenerating. While Big Pharma may suggest medication as the only answer to prevent bone loss, it's important to understand that our bones need specific nutrients and lifestyle changes to stay strong naturally. As we get older, our bodies go through various changes, including a gradual loss of bone density. This process, called osteoporosis, can make our bones brittle and more prone to fractures. Dr. Barbara O'Neill, a well-known health educator and advocate for natural health remedies, has uncovered some surprising truths about how to support our bones as we age. In today's video, Dr. O'Neill will share the secrets to maintaining healthy bones and preventing osteoporosis, highlighting natural and effective ways to keep your bones strong. Stay tuned to learn how you can take charge of your bone health naturally.
So why am I drawing a sun when we're talking about bones? Well, the ultraviolet rays from the sun hit the skin. And when they hit the skin, they convert a form of cholesterol to vitamin D. What's converted to vitamin D? Cholesterol. It's a very important lipid in the human body, is cholesterol. Dr. Malcolm Kendrick said, for the first time, normal levels of a normal vital body substance is being called a disease. What's that? Cholesterol. So the ultraviolet rays from the sun hit the skin and convert a form of cholesterol just under the skin to vitamin D. And vitamin D is essential in the assimilation of calcium and the utilization of calcium in the body. Vitamin D is also being hailed today as the anti-cancer vitamin. In fact, the research is showing that it can stop cancer in its tracks and even convert the cell back to a healthy cell. That's quite remarkable.
Bones serve as the structural framework of our bodies, offering support, protection, and enabling movement. They're also vital for producing blood cells and storing essential minerals like calcium and phosphorus. As we age, our bones can become more fragile, leading to conditions such as osteoporosis and an increased risk of fractures. To keep our bones strong and healthy, it's crucial to understand the factors that impact bone health and learn how to manage them effectively. This involves a holistic approach, including nutrition, exercise, and lifestyle choices, to ensure our skeletal system remains robust and resilient throughout our lives.
So your bones need for you to be having vitamin D. But I've got some other shocking news for you. And you might say, Barbara, you've already shocked us enough. Bones aren't made of calcium. Well, what are bones made of? They're made of 12 minerals and 64 trace. What are the 12 minerals? Calcium, chromium, boron, iron, magnesium, manganese, silica, sulfur, selenium, potassium, phosphorus, and iron, and we're done iron, zinc. That's what bones are made of, and 64 trace. So what do bones need, students? Definitely not calcium supplements. That's another deception. And in the book, The Calcium Lie by Dr. Robert Thompson, he talks about the calcium lie, talks about the fat lie, talks about the cholesterol lie.
1. Whole salt Celtic salt or Himalayan salt.
So where do we get that from? Dr. Robert Thompson states that the clearest indicator of a creator God is seawater, because it's the exact same mineral balance and proportion as is found in the body. You think about it. We cry seawater, we sweat seawater, we urinate out seawater. Every cell in the body is bathed in seawater. That's why a salt-free diet is quite crazy, actually. So I've got some more good news. You don't have to drink seawater. Do you know it says in the sailor's manual that if they're shipwrecked and they sip little bits of water every day, it'll keep them alive for a long time. But if they don't drink any water for 3 days and get very dehydrated and drink a whole glass full of seawater, that can throw an imbalance and they can go quite mad. So we don't need to drink seawater. All we need to do is get the whole salt, Celtic salt or Himalayan salt that has all of those minerals in it. Dr. Robert Thompson states that if you take a little crystal of salt in your mouth, give it a little chomp, drink your glass of water, you do that with every glass of water. That's 8 times a day.
Did you know that not all salt is created equal? Whole salts, like Celtic sea salt and Himalayan salt, are packed with a rich array of trace minerals, over 80, including magnesium, calcium, and potassium, which are all essential for bone strength and healing. These salts help maintain the delicate mineral balance in our bones, supporting the rebuilding process from the inside out.
I'd like to suggest that the table salt has lost its savour because it's only 2 minerals. So throw your calcium supplements out, and the money that you usually use to buy calcium supplements, buy the Celtic salt.
Unlike processed table salt, which is stripped of its minerals, whole salts provide a natural mineral boost. The minerals in these salts help enhance calcium absorption, making your bones more resilient and able to repair micro damage. Himalayan salt even contains small amounts of iron, which improves blood flow to injured bones, promoting faster healing. Just a pinch of these salts in your water daily can be a simple, powerful way to give your bones the nutrients they crave. 2. Leafy dark green vegetables. Let's talk about the power of dark, leafy green vegetables in bone healing. These aren't just any greens, they're packed with bone-supporting nutrients that are crucial for recovery. Vegetables like kale, spinach, and collard greens are rich in calcium, which we all know is essential for strong bones. But that's just the beginning. They also contain magnesium, vitamin K, and vitamin C.
Another place you'll find these minerals, and that is dark green leafy vegetables. Dark green leafy vegetables are phenomenally high in these minerals. That's all you need to. That's what bones need. Bones need these minerals.
Vitamin K is especially important because it activates a protein called osteocalcin, which binds calcium to our bone structure, helping bones stay dense and resilient. Magnesium, on the other hand, aids calcium absorption, ensuring it actually goes to your bones and doesn't settle in your arteries. And let's not forget vitamin C, a powerful antioxidant that stimulates collagen production, a key protein for bone flexibility and strength. Including just a handful of these greens in your daily diet can supercharge your body's natural healing process. 3. Sunlight.
Bones need sun. Make sure you get some sun every day. But don't go and lie in the sun just after you've had a shower and washed yourself with soap, because you've washed all the oils away and you won't get vitamin D. Once you've had a shower, washed your body with soap, you need to wait 2 hours at least before the oil is formed on your skin, and then you'll get the vitamin D. And once you've been in the sun, don't go and have a hot shower and wash yourself with soap, because it takes 2 hours for the vitamin D to be formed. You don't need a lot of sun to get vitamin D, but you need to have exposure to the sun. You can overdo the sun, but the problem today is most people are underdoing the sun. It's not the enemy in the sky. It'll only burn you if you overdo it. There's a bit of common sense required here, is that right?
Did you know that sunlight is nature's most powerful medicine for our bones? When sunlight touches our skin, it triggers the production of vitamin D, the essential nutrient that helps our bones absorb calcium. But here's the real magic: vitamin D doesn't just strengthen bones, it activates the body's bone repair process, accelerating healing after fractures and breaks. A few minutes of sunlight each day does wonders, even boosting immune cells that help fight inflammation around the injury. Without sunlight, bones can weaken over time, leaving us vulnerable. Just think of sunlight as a natural prescription of free, powerful boost straight from nature. So get outside, soak up those healing rays, and let nature help rebuild your bones from within.
So, to get strong bones, you need sun. You need to be having the whole salt and dark green leafy vegetable.
4. Sesame seed.
Is one food that's phenomenally high in calcium, and it's in with the other minerals, so it's in a good form, and that is sesame seed. And a great way to use sesame seed is as tahini. My kids used to love tahini and honey on toast. And also we make dressings, tahini, lemon juice, crushed garlic, salt, something like that.
5. Chickpeas.
Chickpeas are also a good source. So these are foods that will help boost calcium. And dried figs. Dried figs are quite high. But what most people do, unfortunately, they take things that leach the calcium. So what are the leeches? What leaches calcium out of the body is high acid foods. So that's a high carbohydrate diet, high carb, high wheat, refined sugar, and caffeine.
Yeah.
All your caffeine drinks, coffee, tea, Coke, all of those are calcium leeches.
What about milk?
Milk, good question. Here's a glass of milk. And this glass of milk is high in calcium, but it's also high in animal protein. And animal protein is very dirty burning fuel. Only 58% is burnt as fuel. Do you know what that leaves? A 42% waste. And that's a high acid waste. It's a sulfur waste. And so what the body uses is it uses the most alkaline mineral, which is calcium.
So, there you have it. Remember, this information isn't a substitute for medical advice. If you have a bone injury or condition, work closely with your healthcare provider. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more tips on natural healing and wellness. Share this with someone who might benefit, and let me know in the comments if you have questions or want to see more videos on specific topics. Until next time, stay healthy and take care of those bones.